Hey y'all, and welcome back to the Pendry home, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Lakin, and in today's video I am so excited to finally share with y'all my transitional fall decor, going out of summer into fall when it's still too early to decorate for fall, but you still want to change your home up and add in some fun touches. So I have been talking about doing this video for a while now because I have been so excited about it, and in fact I have even planned this video probably for a year now before my channel even started, when I knew I wanted to do YouTube and I wanted to make these videos for y'all. And last year, it was like probably during fall, like August, September, I had actually already decorated my house for fall, and everything was like pumpkins and the leaves and, you know, all the fall colors, which you guys will see this year. But it was just too early because I'm pretty sure I started decorating like the last week of July. Well, then sometime after that, you have this fall decor up until like November, and then it's Christmas. So I wanted something in between summer decor and fall decor that would still work and still start bringing in that warm, neutral, cozy feel that you get with your fall decor, but it's not fall. So my idea, with lots of research and just lots of inspiration from other creators, and on Pinterest. I love Pinterest, y'all. I have decided to do apples, so apple pie decor, and just lots of apple decor, because I feel like apples are also such a pretty fall piece that a lot of people use, but they always incorporate them in with pumpkins, but you never do apples by themselves. So as you guys will see in this video, I'm using a lot of apple decor pieces, a lot of DIYs that I have done, and lots of white ceramic, lots of copper, rose gold pieces as well, lots of greenery per usual. I always use a lot of greenery, and just bringing in this really cozy, warm cottage farmhouse feel with this apple decor. And I'm so excited to share it with y'all, and I hope you guys feel inspired to decorate your home. I will say that a lot of this stuff I did buy last year when it was on sale, but I did have to pick up a few more apple bushes. Those came from Michael's, and you will see me use the apple bush florals in multiple areas in our home. Those all came from Michael's. They are originally $9.99, but if you have a Michael's like rewards membership, you can always usually get a coupon, and I had like this 25% off coupon or something. So anyhow, I ended up getting like 3 more bushels of those, and then 3 paint marker pens because I wanted to use those for a DIY that I did. And I only spent $30 for 3 bushels and 3 marker pens, which I would have been spending like $30 originally just on the bushels if I had paid full price. But because of the coupons I was able to use, I ended up getting a better deal. But so always make sure you look for your coupons at any sales and everything. A lot of the other pieces that I DIY'd came from Goodwill, and just with some paint or spray paint and just some creativity, I was able to transform some beautiful pieces, which I will share with y'all which pieces I did transform here in a little bit. Some other pieces, in our basement, we have a lot of the old dishes and like pots and pans and stuff that were my husband's before we got married. And of course, when we got married, I wanted all new things because it was, he had already been living by himself, but I had never lived by myself. I had always lived at home. So I wanted, the new kitchen stuff and all that. He had had his for like 4 or 5 years. So it was old time to get something new. So we had just put all that stuff down on our shelves in the basement with like all the bowls and stuff. And he used to go to these, what are they called? The real estate kind of sellout things. and he had a bunch of like old dishes from that too, so I was able to find some pieces and DIY those as well. And yeah, so it was ended up being pretty cheap overall. And then the single apples that I bought, they came from Hobby Lobby, and I think I want to say some came from Michael's as well last year. I just can't remember because again I bought that last year, but I know I got a few this year from Hobby Lobby, and I think I only paid like $1 a piece for them because they were like on sale as well. So again, you really just gotta find and figure out, if you're gonna go a cheap route, how you're gonna do that and figure out your sales and everything, which is always what I recommend doing. And then also, like I've always said, always buy out of season. So anything that you may be wanting to do, but you don't have the funding to do it this particular year, then wait until it goes on clearance and buy it and save it for next year, because it's going to be so much cheaper if you buy it out of season. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far, and excuse my rambling, but I'm over here at the coffee bar now. I will be doing a final reveal, and I'll kind of go over some of the DIYs that I did in the final reveal. But this coffee bar has never taken me this long to do. So it was actually kind of funny. It took me forever to do this coffee bar, because usually if you've been watching my videos for a while, I have a pretty set like routine for the coffee bar and the china hutch. So the hutch cabinet usually stays the same, like with the placements of plates and all of that, and then I just add in greenery pieces. And the coffee bar pretty much stays the same too. The placement of the like set decor that's in there, and then I just kind of throw in and out the florals and add like other little pieces to that. Like it pretty much stays the same. But I really wanted to challenge myself this time, because again, I was really going for that really warm, neutral, cottagey farmhouse look. And so I wanted to pretty much fully redo it how I've never done it before. And finally, after I don't even know how long it took me, forever, I think I finally mastered it, and I am really excited to show y'all how it all turned out. But you'll see I'm using lots of the white ceramics again. I used some wood pieces, some greenery, and then I have some of the rose gold copper pieces as well in there. There's this little apple pie mason jar like wood decor like tabletop piece. I got that last year from Walmart for like $1 out of season. Again, it was part of their fall decor last year. But I knew I wanted to do this coming year, so I went ahead and bought it, and it was super cheap. But yeah, I just kind of played around with this for a long time, and then you guys will see that I'm also going to be playing around in the hutch cabinet for a while. But then the worst thing possible happens, and my camera died. So in the middle of me decorating the hutch cabinet, the camera completely died. So I just went ahead and decorated the dining room fully, because that was all I had left, was to do the dining room. But you guys will see it in the final reveal. But I am so sorry. Life happens, things happen, and that just goes to show that, you know, nothing is perfect. And even making these videos, it's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. And that's why I didn't wait for the camera to recharge. I didn't wait for anything. I just went ahead, finished decorating. You know, I was upset about it, but I was like, you know what? No, this is a great example of things aren't always going to be perfect, and they're not always going to go the way that you have planned. And that is okay for things to not always go how you have them planned. I am a person who I like structure, and I like things to go my way and how I have them planned to go. And if they don't, you know, it really makes me anxious and it upsets me. But again, even with this video, with filming it when the camera died, you know, I have to realize, you know, it's not always going to be perfect. It's not always going to go as planned, and it's okay for it not to be that way at all. So that was my lesson learned, and I hope you guys understand. But I do again show you a final reveal of everything, and normally in my decorating videos I'll show y'all like cleaning up and stuff. I did not get to show that either, because again, where it had died and everything, but that is okay as well. But again, I just want you guys to feel inspired anyway in this video and to get some ideas to decorate your home and make it feel cozy and fun in this transitional season that we are in. And I have really been enjoying the cooler weather here in North Carolina. It has been very cool in the mornings. I don't know about where you're at, but every morning has been so cool and just like this beautiful breeze, and it's just been absolutely amazing after the last few weeks of July have just been so humid and like smothering hot that it's like you can't even breathe. So the last few mornings have just been absolutely amazing and beautiful, and I'm just so thankful that the Lord has given us these beautiful mornings here recently. Every day is beautiful because it's the Lord's creation, but especially here recently, it has been absolutely amazing, and I have very much enjoyed that. But I'm going to let you guys finish up, and then we're going to get into the final reveal here in a few minutes. But before we get into that reveal, I would also like to add, as always, if you have any prayer requests, then you can leave those down below. I would love to be praying for you and with you. And y'all know how I feel about prayer and just working for the Lord and doing what would glorify Him. It's just a special thing to have that bond and to know that you have a Savior that you can go to for anything and through anything, and also to have good Christian friends that you know are going to be praying for you through any kind of trial or tribulation that you may be going through. All right, and as you guys can see, this is where the camera died, and we are going to go on to the final reveal. So here in the living room, you can see the subtle touches that I added of the apples and just the warmth with the pillows and the throw blankets. But this was one of the DIYs. This was just an old window pane, and I took some paint markers and just put an old-fashioned apple pie recipe on there and drew some apples and decorated with some greenery. It was beautiful. And then y'all saw that DIY wreath. It was just a grapevine wreath that maybe cost $4. And then I took one of those apple bushels and I put those through the grapevine. You can either hot glue or just stick them in. That's the great thing about the grapevine wreaths. That was just a really easy DIY as well. And it just really elevated this space. That apple pie sign is one of my favorites. If you have an old window pane, you can use paint markers. They have them at Michael's. That's my favorite place to get them. And you can literally put whatever you want. But like I said, I did the apple pie recipe. If you want to see up close and better like visions and stuff of my DIYs, then you can go follow me on Instagram. I always post pictures, and I'll also have before and after pictures of some of the DIY pieces that I did as well. But here on the coffee bar, I have some more DIY pieces. These copper pieces was actually just a glass pie pan, and I spray painted it copper, and that was an old skillet that I spray painted copper as well, and that turned out absolutely perfect. These corbels were just these wooden ones that I found at Goodwill for $2, and I just whitewashed those and gave them this really pretty antique look. That again was just very pretty. I've been thinking about painting that blessed sign, but I don't know. This picnic basket I got at Goodwill for $3, and I just wanted to throw a throw in it with some florals, and the rocking chair I put a throw and some throw pillows on it. Here is the final of the china hutch. It turned out beautiful, and the copper pieces in it, the one there, the picture was spray painted, and the other two I got for $1 at Ollie's last year, again when I knew I wanted to do this video. So they were already like that, but you would never tell the difference because the color matched so perfectly from the spray paint. It all looks like it was bought like that. And then here on the tablescape, I put a burlap runner and a white pitcher with apples, and then this little apple holder that I got at Goodwill for I think $2, and then on the other side I did a little birdie. And then here is our bench. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I will see y'all next time.